Alright guys, welcome back for another Murder Mystery 2 video idea. For this idea, it's not really something that Nick has to add to the game, but if he does add it, it's going to be a game mode, but he doesn't have to. Like, this is just basically an idea for fun that you could do with your friends. Instead of teaming teamers, you could do this with your friends instead of teaming. Basically, it's like a competition that you could do with your friends, or whoever maybe. My idea is called MM2 Coin Battle. Basically, I'm still trying to figure out a name. It was originally going to be called MM2 Coin Race, but then basically I kind of adding all these kind of rules and stuff. So let's go check out those rules quickly just to explain it in more depth and whatever, and let me go show you those right now. Alright, so here we got MM2 Coin Battle rules. I don't know really what to name it. If you got any name suggestions, comment them down in the comment section, because I'm still trying to decide what to name it really. So basically, the idea for this is to pretty much, basically you kind of have to collect as many coins as possible in each round, no matter who you are. So the rules basically are no teaming for sure, no hacking and no glitching, no cheating of those sorts at all. If you do get caught doing that, I would just basically eliminate you, and you could still play, but you just won't be counted as trying to, win or whatever. You just be disqualified from it. So the other rules are, if you survive as an innocent, you get 1 extra point. If you shoot the murderer, you get 2 points. Now, before I go on any further, each coin you collect is worth 1 point. And how you can tally them up is maybe you could get like an extra person, like a ref or something, to like calculate all the coins and all the points that you get, because each coin is worth 1. So say you get 50 coins, that would get you a full bag, so that's plus 15 plus 50 points. And say you survive, so basically you get another point. But if you die, you don't get that. And if you didn't get any, like if you didn't get like a full bag, then you don't get that as well. Just so you know. Alright? Right, okay. So if you shoot the murderer, you get 2 points. If you win as murderer, you get 4 points. If you die with the gun, though, this is where it's interesting, I say. But because then it makes it more like, should I try getting the gun? Because basically, if you shoot the murderer, it doesn't matter if you're hero or sheriff, same amount of points. But if you're sheriff, basically, if you die with the gun, you lose 2 points. So if you are hero or sheriff, you die with the gun, you lose 2 points. If time runs out and you have the gun, you lose 1 point. If you shoot an innocent, you lose 3 points. Now, if time runs out when you're the murderer, you lose 3 points. If you die as murderer, you lose 4 points. That is the most points lost possible if you die as the murderer. I say because being the murderer is more rare than actually having the gun, because you can actually pick up the gun, so that's why you don't lose as much points when you pick up the gun and if you die or whatever. So you can go for as many rounds as you want. You at least have to have someone else to verse, so that's why I said 2 to 12 players, because in a maximum server capacity is 12 players, and I have all the points. So basically, by the end of your, like, how many rounds you do. So for example, I plan to do 30 whenever I plan to do this. I plan to do 30. So basically, what I'm saying here is, first, like, the person that collected the most coins gets 12 points. I could switch it around with maybe having the person that collected the least amount of coins get 12 points, but I don't really know. I feel like first place should get the most amount of points, but depending on like what you guys maybe want for this, I could switch it around if you guys want. Anyways, as you can see, it goes first place gets 12, second 11, third gets 10, and so on. So up to like 12 where you only get 1 point. So you may not always have 12 players. You could only have like maybe like 5 if you want, and then you just like don't do all like the extra adding points for 6th, 7th, and 8th, because basically you don't need to, because I mean you shouldn't, because for one, like how would you, because you only got 5 people, so just add these points to people. And yeah. What I plan for this is to mainly basically like have teamers hopefully to stop teaming and do this instead with their friends, because you're still playing the game exactly how it's supposed to be played, but you're making it more kind of like competitive with your friends basically. So it also kind of makes it more interesting and fun. If you win, you can decide if you want to have a prize, but when I do this, I don't really want to like have a prize at all, because I just want it to be for fun. But yeah, so this is an interesting idea that I came up with last night. It's not like, this isn't like it's final form, because I'm still thinking of maybe like, what rules and what else should I maybe like make a thing in this to make it even better. You got any ideas, comment them down to help this out. But this could be a possible video thing with my friends, and maybe even with you guys that we could do. But again, if you want to do this, there isn't going to be a prize, so don't be bummed out if you win and there's no prize. It's just for fun. I mean, the only prize that you would get is that if you're not like added to my friends, I would add you as a friend. So that's the only prize that I would be giving you. So that's really it. But I added like where you lose points, because if we're people, like say if you're in first place, it's most likely that you're going to win with most coins collected. However, the thing is, if you could possibly lose points, so that could also help out other people below them catch up or something. So that's why I have losing points. If you want to change how many points are earned, that is an idea, because this is basically just kind of like a rough copy of this right now. This is in its like final form, as I said before, because definitely I don't think its first, printout would be, the final part for it to make it work, because I've never tried this, so I don't know how well this will work and how fun it will be. But right now this looks pretty good, but I haven't tested it out with people yet, so I think I'll probably like test it out with like at least 3 people to start, or maybe 4 or something. I would be included in there. Now you don't have to add a ref, but like it is harder, I think, I would say, because in between rounds, you shouldn't vote if you are counting on the data, and people shouldn't vote because they should be trying to like figure out like how many coins they collected, and telling you if you survived, and maybe, or if they got the gun and died or something. Like there's all these like extra points here that they need to like kind of tell you or something. And the problem that I have is that you can't really see their screen though, so how can you trust them though? That's the problem as well. Now back in the day when you could like view all of like what happened, like you could see who got the gun, who was the sheriff, who actually picked up the gun, and then had all the people that picked up the gun, and it could have like an X through everybody that died or whatever. Now that helped. Now the only problem with that is that it doesn't say how many coins people collected. Like back in the day, it would have been way more helpful to have that view all thing now with this idea that I came up with. But basically, you should get people that you should trust, and maybe definitely I would suggest using Discord for challenges like these, because then you could have a ref or whatever, like someone that wants to be the ref. I don't see very many people wanting to be the ref doing this though. But if someone does, you could like all stream your screens so the ref can like view and write down information of like how many rounds. So for like each round, you could like write down, like you could have like a graph for like first round, second round, and what so on and so on, or however you want to like graph your like data or whatever, and points and whatever. So yeah, this is an idea that I think could be pretty fun for Murder Mystery 2, because there are a lot of challenges that people are just randomly coming up with on Murder Mystery 2. I'm starting to do them, but this isn't really more of like a challenge. It's somewhat is. You could try doing this with your friends. It could be a fun challenge, it does seem pretty fun. And you could do prizes like a Chroma Godly or something, or a Godly, or just something, for a prize. And it is an idea that I do think might work pretty well in Murder Mystery 2. But who knows, it might not. It might be a bad idea. But I do think it's a good idea. And if you do think it is a good idea, leave a comment down, or leave a like. And if you're new around here, subscribe. I don't know when I plan to like try doing this, but like definitely when I have other people to do it with. So yeah, anyways, if you think this is an interesting idea, subscribe if you're new, and if you haven't left a like already, leave that one, I guess, now or whenever you feel like it. But yeah, that's it for this video. I just kind of wanted to like go through this, and basically that's all I have, kind of. Like, I don't really know what else. You can always modify it if you want when playing with your friends. Like, you don't have to go by my rules. You could just kind of go with like your own kind of rules, but maybe it's like best if maybe you go similar to it. But really, other than that, guys, that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you kind of think this is a cool idea and could try it with your friends. And if you do try it with your friends with these exact rules, you could probably take a screenshot of like all the rules and whatever, and show it to your friends, and tell them what the rules are, so then you could test it out with your friends. And if you do, please comment down how well it worked out in this video's comment section. Or you could, because I do have a Discord server if you didn't know that, on my it would be in the description, and you could maybe like go there and also say how well it worked. And if it didn't work that well, just maybe tell me how like what ways I can make it better and whatever. Anyways, guys, that's it for me, and yeah, bye.